Hi everyone and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, it is actually today's. Woo! Oh, I still can't woo. It's horrible. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. Quick scheduling note, tomorrow is going to be a tad bit late, a little sooner than today's, but not too much. And also Wednesday is going to be a tad bit late because I'm working 9 to 5 and tomorrow I'm working 3 to 5. So you can expect it around 6:30 or 7, not 7:30. There were extenuating circumstances today, but let's get right to it. So Maxie and Nathan, they seem happy, but there's stuff going on under the surface. So Maxie still seems bothered. At least that's how I read it. And she offers that he can talk to her about Claudette with no judgment. And Maxie, suddenly tries to get more info. Well, suddenly, yeah, she's like, so did you say she lived in Montreal or Quebec City? And did she take your last name? And Nathan's like, stop. No. And I've never heard him use that tone before, at least with Maxie. So I was taken aback, to say the least. She says that she's just trying to fill in the blanks for closure, and he's like, no, drop it. Again, kind of mean, and by kind of mean, I mean very mean. And she's like, if you don't want to talk about it, then I won't. And I'm like, I see what you're saying, but again, we're dealing with Maxie, so he should have no expectation that she's actually going to drop this. She's just going to search on her own, so you might as well give her the information because she's going to find out stuff that you don't want her to know. Because apparently there's more that you don't want her to know. Anyway, at the hospital, Ned comes to see Tracy, and Tracy's feeling more like herself. She's fired up, and she tells him to text Hayden Barnes, R, I'm awake in the ICU, eagerly awaiting your visit. And he's like, well, if I'm texting Hayden, why am I writing R? And she's like, she'll know what it means. At Windermere, Hayden is waiting for Nikolas with papers. He refuses to sign the papers, and then she uses Spencer to get him to sign. She's like, oh, yeah, Spencer's going to be home for a few days. It'd be a shame if he had to visit you in jail. So she says that once he signs, she's going to provide a statement to the police that would exonerate him from the shooting when he signs from the shooting. So if she tries to go back and double cross him, that statement would undermine anything she had to say. He calls her a greedy manipulator, and she's like, call me names isn't going to change the fact that you're in no position to do anything. So Laura comes in, and she's like to Hayden, she's like, are you leaving? And I'm like, do not push Hayden. Hayden is no one to be joked with right now. And Hayden gets Tracy's text, and she's sending a notary over. So Nick tells Laura that Sam figured out that he tried to have Hayden killed, and Jason got in the middle of he and Sam's altercation. And he's like, I'm going to lose everything. And again, I would say you're being dramatic, but he's really not being dramatic. He's going to lose everything. So he doesn't feel that he has any choice in this situation, and he almost wants to go to prison just to spite Hayden, and if it weren't for Spencer, he might. And I'm like, that's where I can kind of relate to Nikolas more, because I'm also a very spiteful person, but again, probably wouldn't go to prison. But again, if it's the right person, I just might, And he doesn't want to involve Elizabeth and Laura, or no, he doesn't, yeah, and Laura figures out that Hayden threatened to involve them, and Laura is going to support him no matter what. And he doesn't want her around when he signs the papers because he doesn't want anyone to witness his defeat. And I'm like, that is drama I can get behind. Back at the hospital, Hayden arrives and wants to talk, and Tracy wants to talk privately with her, and Hayden says she does genuinely care about her, which we can tell in the next 2 minutes. Are you ready? Strap in. So Hayden gives her a present. It's a lucky cat. It has a better name, but I would not be able to say it. Let's be real here. And she tells her there's been significant movement on the ELQ front. So she's like, I'm prevailing, and Tracy wants details, and Hayden says Nikolas is signing as we speak. So Hayden says that she's not going to sign the shares over to Tracy, and she's keeping it all for herself. And I'm like, really? We were rooting for you, Hayden. We had you all in our hearts. We were finally like, yeah, and then you have to take the rug and pull it out from under us. Not okay, Hayden. But what do I expect from you? I guess I can't be surprised. I'm disappointed, but not surprised. So Okay, I'm like this much surprised, okay? Just this much. So Hayden says TRACY changed the rules when she decided to blackmail her, and Hayden's like, my real identity has come out, so I don't really care. And she proves it by like calling Ned in and being like, hey, I'm Rachel Berlin. So who cares? Jay, Sam, oh my god, they're so happy. It makes me happy. And then Nikolas gets brought up because why not? So Sam downplays what Nikolas did to her. You ever have to sneeze and it won't happen? It is so frustrating. But anyway, so Jason is like, no, do not downplay what Nikolas did to you at all. So Jason says that he's not going to kill Nikolas because he has so much to lose now. You know, not because murder, but because I have so much to lose. And he's going to think of something legal he can do to Nikolas. So then Jason gets on the phone with someone, and then he gets off the phone, and he says he says, this is the way to get Nikolas. So let's see what it is. I'm excited. At Anna's place, Paul is awake. I accidentally wrote Paula. That's funny. That's not his name. His name is Paul. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. So he's working so hard to like reach the top of the cabinet thing, and I'm like, he can stand. Like the handcuffs, it's on the rail, but he has a vertical movement. He just doesn't have horizontal movement. So this .1 for Anna, no, .2 for Anna, 0 for Paul, because like first of all I don't know. I'm just like, you can stand. I'm just sitting here like, you can stand. Were you like that? Were you like, you can stand? Like, I'm sorry. He could stand. So he finds a paperclip to free himself, and he goes to his phone and furiously makes a phone call. Because that's how we all make phone calls. We're like, phone call. So, on the plane, Sonny's plane, Sonny's plane, remember when Anna was like, oh, crime, and they say crime doesn't pay? Yeah, that plane. So, Anna and Sonny go over where Carlos has been spotted, like on the map, and Anna tells Sonny about what happened at the pier, and she admits shooting Carlos 4 times point blank. And Sonny is like, you did it for good reason. And she's like, coming from you, not reassuring at all. And like, he keeps saying that. And she's like, again, coming from you, it doesn't make me feel better. So he's like, well, it's your word against Carlos. And she's like, well, I have no intention of denying it. And he's like, why not? That's crazy. So where am I? I do not know. So Anna, when they arrive, the I don't know, what would you call them? Customs, whatever. They like look at their passports, and turns out Anna can't leave the plane because there's a warrant out for her arrest. Wonder how that could happen. So she's like, I can explain, and Sonny's like, can I get directions for the neighborhood that they were talking about? And Anna tells Sonny that, no, I'm sorry, I apologize. Because Anna's like, wait, no, you can't leave, what are you doing? And Sonny's like, I had no idea you had a warrant out for you, crime doesn't pay. And I'm like, oh, I love it. So I'm like, I'm glad I mentioned that. So then Paul calls Anna. Ecuador, which is also outside. They are having so much fun with the outside. Like, do you think someone was just like sitting in the writer's room going, what would be cool? We filmed outside. I guess that would be the camera room. Maybe the director. I don't know. We need to get to the bottom of this because I am loving all these outside shots. But Sonny is making the rounds and asking about Carlos, and this guy says he's also been looking for Carlos. So there's a minor lead in another neighborhood, but Sonny thinks this neighborhood is key. And now end scene. Woot woot. Oh, that sounded really bad. I'm not gonna woot woot anymore because my voice. Woo! I'm sad. It's like the saddest woo in the world. For you? Woo! Yeah, can you woo for me? Okay, I'm gonna say end scene and you say woo. Okay?
Just woo.
Go for it. Okay, ready? And now end scene.
Woo!
Perfect. So Maxie grabs the laptop and starts being Maxie, and she searches Claudette West. Ned has an emergency to deal with, and TRACY's going to put Hayden on blast, and Hayden's confident that she already got away with it. Sam and Jason arrive at Nikolas's house, and Jason's going to make Nikolas an offer he can't refuse. And Paul had the warrant expedited because he felt like the exact judge. Like, I'm sorry, I can't even find, like, stuff in my house when I need it. You found a judge in Ecuador? Like, seriously? And Anna says that, well, you forgot about Sonny because, Sonny, haha. And then she's like, oh, no, wait, that was the plan. to hold me back, so Sonny would go and kill Carlos. So now Sonny goes to a church, and there's like the pastor. Is that? I'm sorry. Is there the guy who wears the collar? What do you call them?
The priest?
The priest is there, but he's like not facing Sonny. And I don't know, Sonny's talking to him, and then the priest turns around, and turns out it's Carlos, and he has a gun, and we're like, oh no. Paul tips Carlos off that Sonny was coming. This is a nightmare, and this is exactly what Carly was afraid of. So there you go. Alright, thank you so much for watching today's General Hospital recap. I will see you tomorrow, a tinge bit late, probably closer to 7. And I hope you have a great day. Bye! Oh, that sounded horrible. Can you say bye for me?